Hello guys, what's up guys, and welcome back to this video. In this video I'm going to show you why when you trade binary.com or deriv.com, you not get the results that you want. Not always, right? So at times you can get a bot that works fine, but it can work one day and then fail the next day, and there is a couple of reasons that thing happens. Okay, so from this video I'm going to show you why you normally lose and lose and lose on your trades without knowing what is happening. Okay, so, and nobody will tell you this. Okay, even the biggest traders, or the biggest binary traders, or even the forex traders will not tell you this, because if they tell you, then they will not sell you bots. Okay, so what they normally give you is that they want to sell you bots, so that when they sell you a bot, then you see it's losing, then you buy another bot, and then you buy another bot, and in the long run you don't get anything from the bots that you're buying. And the next thing also is that even the binary or even the platform itself, if you're all winning, okay, let's take for example you are like 1,000 people and all of you are winning, that will not be good on their side. So even the broker like binary.com will not be happy if you're winning each and every time, right? Because they will be losing. And that's why I'm here to show you, or to teach you what you should do before you do any trades. Okay, first of all, there are a couple of things that you're supposed to do before you do any trade. Okay, you just don't bump into a computer or your phone and then try trading and expect the results each and every single day to be the same. Okay, they will not be the same if you don't do these things that I want to teach you in this video. So first of all, I have a document here, and it tells you what you can do before you do any trades. So first of all, you should use a VPN, right? So what is a VPN? You can use a VPN services for additional security and protect yourself from binary manipulation. But not everything is so simple, okay? So most of you guys think that binary trading is simple, okay? But what you don't know is that there is normally a manipulation of binary so that you don't win all the time, right? So I got this document from somewhere, and I just wanted to show you, or to teach you what it has. And I've been following these things from the beginning, and that's why I'm also bringing you this, because most of you guys most of you guys have been losing money on these brokers, on binary brokers and forex brokers, just mainly because of these reasons. Why? This is it. First of all, you should use a VPN. Okay, at first thought, you might think that yes, it would be a good idea to use one trade online, no matter market or type of trading. They will protect your connection, they will prevent hacks and leaks of personal information, and they will help you avoid geo restrictions. The caveat is that this protection comes with a price. That price stands out to be performance of your machine. Using a VPN can cause slow load times and lags that ordinarily would not be a problem. But the fast-paced world of online trading will mean the difference between effective trading and throwing money. So first of all, VPN will give you speed. Okay, so let's take for example you want to trade, and maybe you are trading on a 5 Mbps internet connection. It will not be the same case, or your performance or what you get on the performance will not be if you're trading with 100 Mbps. Okay, so meaning that if you're trading on a slow internet, then you will get more losses. Okay, but if you trade with on a faster internet, then you will not get more losses. Why? I'll show you in a second. First of all, if you manage to find a VPN that has minimal impact of your connection speed, then it might be a good idea to use this in order to prove your security. But remember, lags will be present nonetheless. To counter this, if you are trading at binary options, the best advice to stay away from the short-term expiry like 60 to 120 seconds and use at least 15 minutes or 30 minutes expiry. And considering that scalping, and this is the reason, okay? So if you're using a slow internet speed, then you will have problems or you lose more, okay? And this is the reason. Considering that scalping needs lighting fast and very accurate, and slightest delay can make difference between profit and loss, okay? So if you're using a slow internet, then the chart, this chart here, I'm just going to show you what chart, okay? Let's say I want to trade on this, okay? Now the boss is starting, but there is this chart. I'm not actually looking at this one, but I want to show you the chart here. The chart here. Okay, you see? Sometimes you'll check this chart is not going as it is doing right now, okay? Sometimes it will just not move, right? So if the chart is not moving, then actually you know that your internet connection is slow. And this is why it's saying here, the scalping needs to be alighting fast and very accurate, and the slightest delay can make difference on profits and loss. So before you do any trade, okay, you should have a fast internet connection. If you don't have a fast internet connection, then there is a high chance that you lose, if not all, then most of your trades. Even if the bot works marvelous for one person to the other. So now this one now depends with your internet connection. And for a stable operation of the bot, the best result is, in order to avoid delay, you need a high internet speed. This is what I'm saying here. So if you don't have a high-speed internet connection, then most likely you will lose most of your trades, okay? Even if the bot is top-notch, okay? So due to low speed, the bot may be late. Now this is what I'm talking here. And this is what I'm saying here. Due to low speed, the bot may be late with the analysis on opening position, and the bot will enter into unprofitable transaction, okay? If you read this and understand this one correctly, then you'll know that if you're trading on slow internet connection, you will lose more of your trades. Why? Because with the low speed, the bot will be late to do the analysis of opening position, and the bot will enter to unprofitable transaction, okay? That is why sometimes if your internet connection is lagging, then you will have more losses, okay? So this is why I also say that it's either you use a high-speed internet connection or you use a VPN. And free VPN will not be able to give you necessary quality speed. Okay? And sometimes they can even reduce your internet speed. Therefore, in this guide, I'll tell you to use a VPN with the best speed, but always free. Okay, they say that they recommend Windscribe. Okay, now I want to show you how Windscribe look like. This is Windscribe. This is the Windscribe VPN, and it's free one. I think it has a free. Let's go to pricing here. Okay. So there is a monthly plans, but it also have here. So this is the free version. It gives you a country: United States, Canada, United Kingdom, and Germany, Switzerland, and Norway, and Turkey. Okay. That is what is giving you here. So, but this one says that now they are recommending Windscribe because it's cheap and all that stuff. So you can select your country. So with a VPN, when you're browsing using a VPN, you can choose a country, okay? Because if you choose a country, then the bookmarkers, or like in this case, binary.com will not know actually where you are, right? And it will give you 2 gigabytes of speed of traffic, free version with the high speed, and this is quite enough. You see, for internet connection, we normally have like 10 Mbps, 10 megabits per second. But if you're getting 2 gigabytes per second, that will be like 1,000 times faster, right? So that's the use of a VPN. And when the limit runs out, just remove add-on and the browser and install it again. Now this is how it's actually showing you how you can use it. But your limit will be 2 gigabytes per second. Again, and high speed, and speed is the same high. So if you're using like 5 megabits per second or 10 Mbps or 30 Mbps, then that's not bad. But what you'll do is that you'll lose most of your trade. But if you're trading on high speed internet, like 2 megabits per second, now what will happen is this, okay? Is this. The bot will now be faster to analyze and open position, and the bot will enter to profitable transaction. Okay, the bot will now not enter into unprofitable transaction, but the bot now will enter into profitable transaction if you have a high-speed internet or a VPN. Okay, for me, I use ProtonVPN, this one here. Okay, and why do I choose ProtonVPN? First of all, it's because it is a Switzerland company. And why am I going for Switzerland company? Because Switzerland have privacy laws, okay? They have the best online privacy laws in the world. Why? Why am I saying that? Let me show you why am I saying that, why I'm saying that. Now you see, first of all, you get them in 66 countries with 1,878 servers and 2,197 gigabytes capacity. Okay? Now this is fast. And why am I also choosing ProtonVPN? When you use ProtonVPN to browse on your internet connection, it is encrypted by routing all your connection through an encrypted tunnels. ProtonVPN advanced security features that attacker cannot eavesdrop on your connection. Okay, and they have the secure core. Okay, VPN accelerator, the stealth, and the strong encryption. They use very strong encryption to protect your internet connection. This means that your traffic is encrypted with AES-256. Key exchange is done with 4096-bit RSA. Okay, you have to be technical to understand this stuff here. And they also have strong protocol. And there's one thing that I wanted to show you. This one here. In addition to strong technical security, ProtonVPN also benefits from strong legal protection. Because we are based on Switzerland, ProtonVPN is protected by some of the world's strongest privacy laws and remains outside of US and EU jurisdiction. This means that providers based on 14 eyes country, we cannot be caused into spying on our servers. Okay? So this means that even if the government comes to them and for data breach, they can't do that. Okay? They strict no log policy. So they don't leave the logs behind and all that stuff. So you can go to protonvpn.com so that you can see what I'm saying here. Okay? But this is not the ProtonVPN that I use, me, personally. And I'm not using it on this computer. I'm using it on a different computer. And just want to show you how this ProtonVPN looks like. So if you install the ProtonVPN, this is how it looks like. Now, as you can see now, I'm actually connected to Japan here. This is a free version of the VPN. I'm connected to Japan. Okay, as you can see here, just reduce this. As you can see here, I'm connected to Japan, and we only have 3: Japan, Netherlands, and the United States. This is not for a free VPN, but for a paid VPN, all these countries here, you can use all these countries here servers, so that whenever you browse on the internet, first of all, you're protected online, and secondly, you'll be browsing with high speeds. Okay. Now, as you can see here, my app speed is 28 Mbps. Okay. Now this is 28 megabytes. But with this internet connection, I'm using less than 10 or less megabits per second. So that's the first thing. So we're going on. Okay. So first of all, the VPN creates digital tunnel through which your device connects to the internet and the binary stock DERIV websites without anyone knowing about it. The IP address is the main marker that the broker uses to identify you on the platform. So why should you use a VPN? Another thing is that the broker, which in this case is binary.com, or any other broker, forex broker, or any other binary options trading, the IP address is the main marker that the broker uses to identify you on the platform. So if you're using your internet connection, then you will automatically have an IP address. Now for that IP address is where the broker identify you on their platform. Now in order to avoid any manipulation on part of the broker, you see, now this is what I was saying. That's why we're using VPN. So whenever you're using an internet connection without a VPN, then the broker, or in this case the website, will know your IP address and the cookies. Okay, they normally store cookies on your computer or on your phone so that they can track you. So what they do is that they manipulate, okay, they manipulate your IP address. Okay, so that's why it is recommended that you change your IP address for after every 2 to 3 days, because if you use the same IP address, and let's take for example you're using one IP address each and every single day, right? And you have a bot that normally makes you money each and every single day. So one time that bot will not work as required, because the broker here will manipulate, okay? They will manipulate your browser so that you don't get more and more wins. And that is why you can't win all your trades if you are using one single computer with one single internet connection without a VPN. Okay? So what a website normally uses, they use something called cookies. Let me just show you what a cookie is. Something called a cookie. Now, as you can see, because I'm connected to on a Japan, so whenever I browse, I just get a Japan browser. So everything here is in Japan because I'm clear. It's like I'm in a Japanese website, Japanese network. Okay, that's what a VPN does. So I just want to show you what a cookie is. Website cookie. Cookies meaning. Okay. Let me just go to the first link here. What a website cookie means. So, what is a website cookie? A website cookie is essential to the modern internet but vulnerable to your privacy. You see? Now, any website that you go into or you browse through leaves something called a cookie. And that internet is a vulnerability to your privacy. Okay? As a necessary part of the web browsing. The HTTP cookies help the developers give you more personal content for website visits. Cookies let the website remember you, your website logins, your shopping carts, and more. But they can also treasure proof of privacy and criminals to spy on. You see, that is what is happening here. If you use your same website each and every single day, then the bookmakers, or in this case now the binary.com, gets your cookies. Okay? And whenever they get your cookie, what happens is that they can manipulate, okay, whatever you do online. And if you've been winning all your trades, then when they do this manipulation, then you won't win as usual. That's why it is recommended that you change your IP address each and every day, okay, using a VPN. That's now you see why we're saying that you should use a VPN here. So that's why I recommend ProtonVPN. It's free, but if you want a paid one, it will actually unlock other countries. Okay. And another thing what it has is something called a kill switch. The kill switch is a switch that it will not allow you to browse if you in the internet if you don't put this kill switch on. Okay, so whenever you start your computer, then the ProtonVPN will start automatically. Because of this kill switch, it won't allow you to browse from the internet without a VPN. So that's what the kill switch is. Okay, that's the first part. And another part, we are going to another part. You should browse in an incognito browser. Let's take, for example, this is my real browser, okay? And then this is my incognito window. Sometimes it's called the private tab, okay? So if you browse in this incognito window, then all your cookies, you will not be tracked by website. Okay, so let me show you what happens. Most traders have tried an incognito mode or private browsing on the trading computer. At the same time, it makes you feel protected. What is incognito mode or private browsing? This now. What is this private browsing? It's called incognito. So you just go here, the three dots here. If you are using Google Chrome or this crypto tab browser, you just go to new incognito tab or new incognito window. Okay, so that's what's happening here. So different names are the same features. So incognito mode and the private browsing are different names for the same features. For example, when you use these features, Google Chrome or Opera, as an incognito window, but Firefox and Apple Safari will open a private window. Now that's the difference. Firefox and Safari will open a private window, while the Google Chrome and Opera Mini will open an incognito window, like we've seen here. So this one is incognito window. Incognito window. So if you go to another tab over here, you can just do the same thing here. Incognito window, right? It's just the same thing. Okay. So regardless of what you call it, these features work pretty the same way on the browser. So what we want to know why you should use a private window. So when you're roaming on the binary.com or DERIV brokers, web pages in normal mode, like this one now is in normal mode. This one is in normal mode, while this one is in incognito window, which is a private window. Okay? The browser saves your browsing history. So if you go to incognito window, the browser will not save your browsing history. Okay? So, but if you use the incognito window, then you will not have an history here. So if I go to incognito window here, let me just show you. And then I do something like, I want to search something like this. Okay? Then I'll get it, right? But you see, if I go here, and I don't see history, right? You see, I don't see history. But if I come here, I see history, okay? So you can know all the history that I've gone to, or all the web browsers that I've gone to. So that's why the incognito window, the browser saves your history and the session information. It shares this information with their website. So brokers, which is now deriv.com or binary, have long learned that to extract this information from their own benefit to interference in the work of the bots. Okay? This is what happens. So if you don't browse in Incognito window, or you browse in your normal browser window, then brokers will learn to extract the information from their own benefit to interfere with the work of the bots. You see? And that's why you are not profitable. And that is why it is recommended that you go to Incognito window or private window. The web browsers follow enhanced privacy rules. Especially, they don't save your browsing history, your cookies, your site data, so there is less information available for your website to extract from browser. Okay? So alternatively, you could delete your history and cookies at the end of each browsing session. This will create the same result, but a Incognito window is fast workaround, saving this information for the first place. Let's take for example that I'm in this, okay? I'll just go to insert. Now this is my normal browsing. This is my Incognito window. As you can see, I don't have any history here, but it is recommended that after doing each and every trade, what you do, you come here and then go to browsing history and then go to your history, and then you can delete everything here. So in this case, I can go to settings and I can go to privacy and security and delete browsing data. Okay? All time. So you can choose the days here, the last 1 hour of the day, all time. So you choose all time and then you clear the data. In this way, you clear your history. So if you go to history, I don't have anything here. Okay? My history is 0. So that is why it is saying that you can delete your history and cookies at the end of each browsing session. This will achieve the same result. But if you browse in Incognito window, it is fast workaround to avoid saving information in the first place, because you don't save information or your history in the Incognito window. But instead, you can use an Incognito mode to log in multiple accounts. Even though private windows create cookies, just like a regular Windows, these cookies are restricted to private session. So you can use Incognito window or Incognito mode to log more than one account at the same time. Okay? So this is especially handy when you have duplicate binary bots trading on one account into the other. So if you have like the same account but you're trading 2 different bots, okay, so you can open 2 Incognito window and log in to those accounts and trade with different bots on the same account. But in real sense, but you can't do if you are in this. Let's say for example, now this is my, okay, now this is my binary.com. If let's say for example I duplicate this, right? I duplicate this and I want to, and this is the first bot. You see, if I go to the second bot, it will not allow me to do that. I'm just showing you what really happens. Maybe later. You see, it wants me to log in again. And if you log in and you try to log in and load another bot, it will not allow you to do that. So this is what it's saying here. So when you use an incognito mode, your trading computer, the browser doesn't have your session data, but your IP address will still be visible to the website you visit. That's why this combination of VPN and incognito mode are also recommended. So you use a VPN, like this is a case of mine. You use a VPN, and at the same time you use an incognito window. Okay, use an incognito window here. Okay, so with this way, first of all, the brokers will not know your IP address, first thing, and secondly, they will not know your cookies, or they don't get information from your browser. So if you're using a bot, then it will work as normal. Okay, if that makes sense. So now this is the part one. I just don't want to make this video long. That's the part one. I will continue with this part two of this video tomorrow. And if you're new to the channel, smash the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. And also wait for the part two to see why your trades, or why you don't make a lot of profit while trading on Binance.com. See you on the next video.